A very good morning to Sir Hanafi. My name is Shamla Sofia Sukendran. So today we're going to talk about assignment 1, which is defining challenges.
And I, Nuilia Maisara, gonna share an introduction of intoxicated driver is driving under influence is the violation or offense of driving or running a motor vehicle whenever it's influenced by alcohol or other substances, including illegal drugs and those prescribed by doctors, to an extent that renders the driver unable to safely operate a motor vehicle. Recently, case that occurred in Malaysia was in 1st June 2020 where the Foodpanda rider have been killed during accident due to intoxicated driver. The case was viral on social media and got attention from all the netizens, even government authorities, despite the government have made decision to amend the current act regarding the intoxicated driver to the higher punishment as soon as possible.
However, there is also a solution to the intoxicated drivers issue. The first one is by strengthening the rule of law for intoxicated driver. The idea of giving death penalty to the criminal is chosen as the most effective solution because it creates a form of crime deterrent. The second one is the capital punishment create an irreversible. Capital punishment create an irreversible deterrent that the murderer will never get the chances to take the life again. It is a form of incapacitation that helps to protect society by preventing future crime in this manner. The next one is still providing a sense of justice from the victim in the use of the death penalty. Although argument can be made for rehabilitation, there are people who will continue their violent tendency no matter what. The next one is defining challenges. The level of risk that the public citizen will face during driving on the road are more higher. So drivers should be alert and mindful while driving a vehicle. Driving can put all life in danger, not only the life of the driver. The next one is the government annexed the new Road of Transport Act. It has also given new challenges to people who consume alcohol when they need to adapt with the new act, even when they disagree with the new act, but this is to ensure the safety of the public, road users, and to reduce the risk of accident because of intoxicated driver. The next but not least is action prohibition towards alcohol. Some people took this as a serious matter, becoming overdrink to the alcohol and can cause a ripple in so many lives.
There are several consequences of consuming alcohol, which is slow reaction time, lack of coordination, reduced concentration, decreased vision, and inhibited judgment. So, slow reaction time, drinking slows your response time, which can increase the likelihood of an accident.
The next one is the lack of coordination. It means that without crucial coordination skill, you may be unable to avoid an impending harmful situation.
Next one is reduced concentration. With driving, there are many things that require your undivided concentration, such as staying in your lane, your speed, other cars on the road, and traffic signals.
The next one is the decreased vision. It means that when a normal person or human being take an excessive amount of alcohol consumption, it can affect the vision. It means that the vision of the person can be blurred. So when the vision of the person is blurred, they can't unable to control the eyes movement.
One of consequences of consuming alcohol is inhibited judgment, where your brain controls how you judge certain situations. When operating a motorized vehicle, your judgment skill play an important role in how you make decisions. For instance, you need to be able to foresee potential problems and make clear decisions if another vehicle cuts you off.
Hi, good evening. My name is Shafiq. Today I would like to present our second assignment, which is ideate the possibilities. So the topic that we choose is intoxicated driver in Malaysia. Regarding intoxicated driver, there are thousands and millions of cases reported every day around our world regarding this intoxicated driving. It's illegal in our country, but most of our people doesn't really care about it and they are still doing it. To avoid and reduce the intoxicated driving, several ideas were given by our group. There are 14 ideas as follows. The first one, identify a designated driver for your group. Driver must be responsible enough and do some arrangement for them to reach home safely. Seek help from the person to drive the group of people who are intoxicated to their home safely. Second, don't let friends drive after drinking. Ask to stay in our house till they are fine. We can drive them back home, but with condition that we should not consume alcohol. The third is get a ride from a friend who has not been drinking or call a taxi. As example, get a taxi or use e-hailing services. The fourth is offer alcohol-free beverage and remind guests to designate a sober driver. Have an alcohol-free beverage as well. Remind guests that should someone can drive them home safely. The fifth is mass media campaign. Public media advertisement relay warning about drunk driving. The sixth is school-based instructional program. Best time for students to develop into a better person, build their self either in a good way or a bad way. The seventh is sobriety checkpoints. Allow police to briefly stop vehicle and specific highly visible location to see if the driver is impaired. Breath test may be given if police have a reason to suspect the driver, to make sure the intoxicated driver not to enter the main road. The eighth is ignition interlocks. Installed in the vehicle, alcohol is measured at the driver intake. The ninth is reducing the sales of alcohol. Government should limit or reduce the sales of alcohol, reducing the hours and days that supermarkets, bars and restaurants can sell. The 10th is safe transportation alternative. The city must strive to increase safe transportation for drinkers who may drive otherwise. 11 is reduce alcohol advertisement. Federal, state and local governments should curb alcohol advertising. The alcohol regulation of the alcohol industry is ineffective and inadequate. The 12th is strengthening the law. Capital punishment towards drunk people. High probability it will not induce them to do safe crime. 13. Try practice drink at home. Prevent themselves from getting caught after having alcohol to avoid drinking outside. The last is parents educating their children. Teaching an individual not to drink and drive from the beginning itself. Parents should always educate their children. Whatever parents do, that's what their children will do as well. That's all from me. Thank you.
So hello everyone, I'm Kokula Balan here. So today I would like to present for my group for the assignment 3 prototype design for design thinking. So let's start. So for this prototype design, the persona for this problem is intoxicated drivers. So the setting is firstly we have two settings. One is party at friends' home and nightlife at pub and bars. So for the problem, after the party ends, those people who have to drive back to their home, they have a high amount of risk on them. They can cause danger to the surrounding and themselves as well. So for the solution, there are four. The friend who organized the party should take responsibility and do the transport arrangements. the friend who organized the party should ask their friends who are drunk to stay at their home for that night. People who are coming for the party and pub must always have their designated driver who doesn't drink. So basically, they need someone always when they go out to drink, go out to get uh, intoxicated. So they basically need to have someone with them who doesn't drink. So in that way, they manage to reach home safely without causing further damage. So fourthly, the government should strengthen the law by giving death penalties who cause major damage because of the intoxicated driving. So that's the solutions. The resolution, there are two. One is government strengthening the law will be so effective because it creates a fear among people who get drunk and drive and who have the intention of doing it. So basically, it eliminates people intention to drive when they are drunk. So secondly, people who organize the party can save a lot of life being responsible enough. So that's the two resolution. So that's all for the presentation. Thank you so much.